Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. This is a shot of whiskey, and I wanted to say thank you for those of you who watched my MGTOW series, as crappy as they were. Currently, I'm working on some response videos, as well as fucking around on Skyrim. I'm doing some quests that I've never done before, such as the Stones of Berenzia. I'm getting close to it. I've got 22 of the 24 stones. Yay for me. So, in the meantime, let's just do a little fucking around and talk about Major League Baseball. If that's not your thing, I completely understand. First, taking a look at the National League standings, you'll notice as they give the division leaders, they don't rank these based off of actual percentages. They do it off of geographical order, which is kind of annoying, not just because it kind of throws off the playoff picture out of whack, but as a wrestling fan, I can't help but notice that it goes in the order of ECW. ECW! I'm going to pick on the Central Division first, because their leader, the Cubs, has the best record in the entire National League at a 59.1%. Yeah, I know that's not the way that they do it in actual baseball terms, but whatever. The closest threat to them is the Brewers, which for a good chunk of the first half of the season, Milwaukee was looking like they were going to possibly win it. They were leading for a good chunk of the run. They could still pull it off. The Cardinals, it's possible, but I wouldn't hold my breath. But you know, it's still early enough in the season. We could see Cincinnati do it for all we know. Next up is the East, with the Phillies currently as the division leaders, but they've got a very slim lead over the Braves. I actually see it staying this way for pretty much all the way towards the end of August. Come September, though, we are going to actually see a clear-cut winner. Not even close of a contest, and to be entirely honest, I'm actually picking the Braves to do it. Washington, you know, we might see them do better than even, but I don't see them doing good enough to be in the playoff hunt. Now, of course, this leaves the West as being last, but the current leaders, the Dodgers, they are also very close behind the Phillies. So it's not exactly like it's a clear cut, oh, they're in third kind of thing. I mean, well, it is, but not really enough to make a big deal about it. Not too far behind them, the Diamondbacks, right there on their heel. And, you know, the Rockies are actually making a pretty good impression thus far. Could the Giants do it as well? Mathematically speaking, of course. I mean, even San Diego could pull it off. But honestly, I wouldn't expect a lot, well, certainly not a lot from the Padres. The Giants might make a push to look maybe wild card worthy, but I don't really see them being division worthy. So as far as what I'm currently predicting for the playoff picture, based off of how things have gone so far, my picks are in order: Chicago Cubs, Los Angeles Dodgers, Atlanta Braves, Philadelphia Phillies, Arizona Diamondbacks. As far as the American League is concerned, I know it's not official, but I think it's safe to say that 4 of the 5 teams have already been picked. Currently leading the American League is the Boston Red Sox, gag me. Not too far behind them is their longtime rivals, the New York Yankees. Thank you, son. Now, as for how I see the rest of the season going down, these two are going to be slugging it out all the way through, unlike the National League East. As for who I think is going to win, honestly, looking at what the schedule is like for the two teams, I'm actually liking the Yankees to pull it off, not by much. Tampa Bay, as you see here, they have a winning record. They might pose a threat to be the other wildcard team, but I'm not holding my breath. Number 2 is the current best of the West, the Houston Astros. Yes, I used that pun. Not too far behind Houston is my beloved Seattle Mariners, who haven't been in the playoffs since 2001, I might add. That should be illegal. No, it shouldn't be illegal. I gotta be honest. Oakland has been making a very impressive push to be considered for the picture. So right now, yeah, I would say it's a safe bet that Seattle and Oakland are more than likely going to get the other wild card. But you know what? LA has the potential to surprise us. I already mentioned Toronto. They could surprise us as well. And finally, with the Central, the Cleveland Indians are the only team with a winning record in that division. Honestly, this is a crap division right now. Cleveland, I'm pretty sure, is going to win it unless they do something really, really fucked up with the roster, or, you know, the trade deadline hasn't happened yet. Maybe Minnesota or Detroit will do something really spectacular. They'll turn the team around. No, they probably won't, but you never know. It could happen. I really think this division is going to go to Cleveland. No question. The American League playoff standings, as far as I'm seeing them, will go in the order of the Houston Astros, the New York Yankees, the Cleveland Indians, the Boston Red Sox, and I hate to say it, but the Oakland Athletics. God damn it, Seattle's gonna fall short.
Don't cry.
I'll try to stop. Now, as for who I think is going to make it to the World Series, I'm not going to cover the exact playoff picture, but suffice it to say, I think the Red Sox are actually going to make it, representing the American League, losing it to the Los Angeles Dodgers in 6 games. Well, I guess that's good enough for now. I'm going to go ahead and get back to work by making fun of the British, hanging out with murderers, and getting drunk with demons.
Bye.